the show going. We got our next comic. Welcome to the stage, Thomas.
Hello. Whoa, okay. Anyways, here I am. No, I'm not another sad guy who thinks he can be funny, making mental illness jokes. That's not true. I'm doing stand-up and spending time prepping for these shows, so then I don't have time to kill myself. But I shouldn't be depressed. I've recently purchased an apartment. Thank you. And I had the experience of taking a bath instead of a shower for the first time in like 15 years. And it was bliss. Like, just imagine this experience. There I was in my bathtub. I had my favorite bubble soap. I had my favorite rubber duckies. And I had my favorite 4-slice KitchenAid toaster. Well, it's May 2025. And you'd think I'd given up on all of my New Year's resolutions, but I have not. I'm killing it. I've lost 130 pounds this year. Yeah, my girlfriend had to go. But let's talk about her a little bit. She was this cute girl that came from China back when she was in grade 11. And the sad thing is, she told me she's allergic to cats. And I'm just so sad because I love cats. And then I asked, what else are you allergic to? She said, I'm also allergic to some dogs. And I'm just so sad because I love dogs too. And finally, she told me she's allergic to mangoes. At this point, I'm just straight up concerned. I'm like, how did you survive back in China? Those are our 3 main food groups over there. But I was still pretty sad when I lost her though, you know. But it's okay. I picked up a new hobby, gambling. So the same day I lost her, I drove all the way to the Starlight Casino in New West at 2 a.m. And actually this was with my friend Brendan, who's in the audience over there. And as I was pulling up to the casino, there were like a dozen or so emergency vehicles at the entrance. And I'm just like, what's happening? There's like police and all of that. So I Googled my phone, like what happened at the Starlight Casino? And guess what? Someone literally 15 minutes ago, 3 people just got stabbed. And that's crazy. Like, oh my God, that's crazy, right? I was like, I wish I'd been there earlier. Maybe I would have gotten stabbed as well. But it's okay, I am seeking help. I've been talking to someone. Yes, I am seeking help. I have a comfortable chair that I get to sit in, and then, you know, I talk about my decision making and like emotional regulation skills and all of that. I spend a good amount of money here, but I think it's worth it. Like, I asked the guy, hey, what do you think you would do if you were in my situation? And he said, sir, this is still a casino. You have a 16 against the dealer 10. But seriously, I have been doing therapy. I've done like 10 or so sessions at this point, and I think there's a lot I've learned from that. My biggest takeaway from all that therapy is that I am much happier, much happier when I spend that same $155 an hour at the casino. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Teslas. So I drive a Tesla. Boo. Okay, well, Nazi thing aside, yeah, I've got some moves there. Okay, so you support Nazis, but okay. Nazi thing aside, they are hands down one of the fastest cars out there. Every time I step on the accelerator, I wonder what's faster. Is it the drop in my car's battery percentage or the drop in my heavily Tesla-based stock portfolio? And Cybertrucks. We've been seeing a lot of them around now, right? Yeah, they're ugly. I agree. My coworker got one recently, and he let me play around with it. And if you've seen them up in person, they're quite large, right? And sometimes they don't fit nicely into a regular parking spot. Coincidentally, the other day I saw a Cybertruck parked in the handicap spot. I'm like, come on, guys. That spot is for people that are physically disabled, not mentally disabled.
And then I got into my coworker's Cybertruck and drove it out of the parking spot. Well, doing this stand-up set has made me feel really good, but I'm still keeping my toaster next to my bath soap. Thank you, everyone.
Work. Give it up for Thomas.